Hi there. I was getting ready to do my steps and I said, well, let me get a video out. And I threw my sweatshirt on over my t-shirt. It's not exactly t-shirt weather today. Makes me think about wishing I had a treadmill for days like this. Not that I said I wasn't going to do my steps. I'm going to do them. But what about rainy days? What about days where, I don't know. I'm sure I'll have days, reasons I want to use a treadmill. Besides, it's like accurate, isn't it? Whatever. Anyway, I talk to God all the time. I love having a personal relationship. Well, you guys should too. It's so cool because He's not going to judge the way you talk to Him. You know, you guys know I'm respectful and stuff to Him, and He knows when I'm joking. So, but I get Him in all my conversations, or even just getting His opinion, on something. He definitely tells me, for the most part, right away what to do, or definitely when to stop doing something. He doesn't delay on that. So I was thinking about more teachable lessons. I mirror neurons, and supposedly turns out I'm a super empath. And I was like, a super empath? Wow. Anybody would like the idea of super being in front of their name, even if you're not a kindergartner. It's kind of cool to have, a title. So, but mirror neurons, that makes me think, wow, you can think about what someone else is thinking, and you can sense when someone's near. I think that's fascinating. I realized I had a lot of spiritual gifts from the beginning, like way back as a child. I had such an unfortunate way that I was raised, where religion, it was used in such I want to say like a manipulative way. So I didn't realize that, I was like chosen or like selected or anything. But I definitely knew something. I remember I was 6. I told you guys my mom's a hypocrite, always has been. So she would send us to church, but not go herself. And there was like this white bus that would come and get us. And I remember there was a talent show at like it was like a field trip where it was like several churches, and I entered it. And I, unlike anyone else that entered, I didn't have a pre-recorded tape with like music and words and, like karaoke style, like how I kind of talk about that I enjoy doing now. I literally had enough courage that I got on stage and I just belted out what I came up with. And it was, I still remember it. What did I say? I said, Jesus is the answer. What a friend is He. God's beloved Son who died on Calvary. He is my life meaning, and I want to share the love of Jesus is my friend everywhere. And then I went, so I will walk with Him and talk with Him and faithfully obey. Use my talents for Him, read His word and pray, 'cause I know Jesus is the answer. What a friend is He. And I remember, I think I only did it like twice through or something, and then I just stopped. And then there was applause, and then I won the contest. And I was like, wow, that's so cool, it just, now I looking back and I go, and same with writing my book, I start putting down very specific times where I realized He was with me. I need to give Him that credit, not because I want His credit now, but because He deserves the credit. There's a lot of dark moments throughout my life, and good moments, and just really specific times where He was letting me know that He was, present. I've got to have some, moments even with my kids. Recently, He helped me talk to them directly and make it known that He was, present at that conversation. It was Christmas time with all 3 of my kids. And then, anyway, so there was also this thing program I was in, it was called Missionettes, where it's like brownies, but instead of wearing brown, we wore blue and white, and we learned about God. You know, you earned your patches from memorizing Bible verses and stuff. And one of the times we were moved from the home, I remember that the couple was like a, well-known church couple that couldn't have kids of their own. And they fostered myself and my two sisters. And I remember that the dad or the husband was a little, I guess you could say inappropriate or awkward. He just kind of hung around when we were like bathing, I remember, and like his wife kind of glancing at him sometimes. And then I do remember that she ended up doing the right thing by somehow talking to someone and saying that it wasn't a good idea for us, girls to be at her home or whatever anymore. I appreciated that now as an adult, seeing that that was a moment where, she was like honest and protective, which is something we definitely wish, we saw all the time, right? And I don't know. I think about her now. I still remember her name. If I ever, came across her, in fact, I did, I think, even once or twice, even as an adult. I have a lot of respect for her. She was very kind, very true hearted. There's very few of those kind of people that, go through so much and still remain, with such a pure heart. That's a tough thing to do. And I'm sure she was pretty, angry at times for not being able to be, a mother herself. I don't know if she ever did later become one. I don't think she did. Because when I got to know her, she was, much older by that time. But anyway, I'm certain that God blessed her in some way, shape, or form for the, the things that she did do. But anyway, so like today, where I physically don't feel that great and the weather's not that great, I'll at least make sure I drink one of my shakes instead of, just eat to eat. I tried some of that stuff. I wanted to tell you some of the shake mixes weren't that great tasting, but I was trying different ways to like improve it. I was gonna add, or I did add like yogurt. I've done like Nutella, peanut butter, fruit. Just getting creative how to, make it healthier or just taste better, easier to drink, or it's not so shaky tasting, if that's a word. Blending it in with ice for sure, and a couple bananas is like my favorite go-to right now, because it just tastes like a smoothie, and I just drink it down without worrying about whether or not I like the taste, because it's already gone, especially when I'm hungry. But I'm making myself, do my steps as often as I can, but I certainly wouldn't mind a treadmill, because days like this, I could just be, multitasking. It's harder to do stuff outside while you're doing your steps, but I don't use it as an excuse. Don't worry. I'm not using it as an excuse. I was thinking about doing music videos too, every couple of maybe videos. I don't know if you guys actually like those or not. I do. I think that they're helpful for me and, hopefully for someone else. I certainly want to express the right message, But whatever the right message is, I tell God, just use me. Just use me. Whatever it is you want me to say. What is it you want me to do? Because a lot of times, we don't know what we're supposed to do or what we're supposed to say. We just think we do, right? There's no reason why we can't prepare and at least come up with some ideas, but we know who's really running the show at the end of the day. So, I was learning about warfare too. And boy, I tell you, I started paying attention to when I can tell it's kicking up. I realize that when I get up, and if I first at least talk to God or say something with gratitude or like, pray or something like that, it's less intense, and it doesn't even start till much later. It seems like it kicks in like at night. But if I don't start the day off with anything with God, then it definitely starts right away, and then I don't even want to get up and do the day. So I gotta rethink how I'm, planning my days and how I'm beginning to attack them, especially when I have, a to-do list, which the list gets bigger and bigger. A couple of days in a row go by where I didn't get anything done. And I know you can only blame, warfare for so long or for so often, and then you got to come up with something better. So, got to push through it, right? Push through the pain, push through the stress, push through the warfare. Otherwise, we're all in trouble because it's a rat race, I tell ya. So, but I've been working more on my book. I'm at the end, actually. I'm more editing now than anything. And then this class I'm in, I like how she allows us to like record our voice, kind of like talk about the process of where we're at in our paper, and then she responds to it with the video or audio back. She did video too. I only did audio to her. She gives you the choice. But I suppose I can do, one outside like I do with you guys. She can see my face at least before the class is over. But anyway, so I was bummed that the first paper I wrote for her, I got a low grade, but then I realized it was because I didn't follow the directions. I didn't go through the instructions specifically and see how she wanted it done. So I pulled it and redid it and resubmitted it. So I'll have to wait and see how I did, and then decide how I want to present it even to you guys. If I want to read it or, I think the final even for my class is you do like a live, like an audio. So I thought, wow, that's interesting. So it's kind of like a presentation. So that's cool. Definitely different. Certainly not, what I guess I expected. I thought we'd just write papers like we did in high school. But then again, it's not only is it not high school anymore, but social media is like the way things are done with anything and everything. More and more it seems to be getting people to be as comfortable as they can with, speaking to others and pushing their ideas or sharing their, insight, right? So, but anyway, I'm going to set my timer back because I'm supposed to be doing my steps, but I wanted to sit and talk to you guys for a minute anyway. So, but I have gratitude for today. I have gratitude for you guys. I have gratitude for your comments, any suggestions. It could be my paper, it could be my, my YouTube, it could be life. Whatever you guys see, all right? So, God bless you guys. Have a good day. Bye.